Is this thing on?
Is this thing? I like your hair, buddy. It is very cool. You're so welcome. Well, thank you guys again for coming out here tonight. And this is something we wanted to do a little bit different. Like I said earlier, we don't get to do very often. So don't be shy. I don't know where the mic is. There is a microphone floating around, so you won't have to be... Oh, okay. So if you guys don't know who my husband is, the very tall man with the microphone, he's right there.
Thanks for showing up, Spence. Yeah, so if you want to ask us anything, just raise your hand, and Spence will come over to you, and you can ask us things through that microphone. Just keep in mind, when you talk in that microphone, keep it up here, okay? Because if you talk like this, we're not going to be able to hear a word you say. Most people that have never held a microphone in their hand will do this. So just keep it up here if you want us to hear your question. If you don't want us to hear your question, keep it down here. Anyway.
And don't be shy. I mean, we want you guys to be able to ask anything. It could be about the business. It could be about, something maybe you've seen on our Facebook. Really, it really can be. So the first person has to break the ice. I don't know who it's going to be.
Tracy. Tracy's, Mark. Mark broke the ice.
Hi.
Hi.
Can you remind us of the awards you're up for in Nashville this year?
Yes, yeah, so that's a good question, Mark. So we are up for 4 nominations at the 9th Annual Josie Music Awards in Nashville. Yeah. Pretty close. And so we're going to be heading there October 22nd, and we're also going to be performing on the Grand Ole Opry stage at the Grand Ole Opry House during the award show.
Pretty exciting.
Yeah, so I know a lot of you guys are going along. What were you going to say?
Yeah, and TV the next day, right?
And we're going to be on TV the next day. So, catch
what
us while you
TV are
can.
we going to be on? It's my turn to ask a question.
You don't even know.
Is it Nashville Today or something like that?
It's Channel 4. It's Today in Nashville, and I think it's NBC. I think it's NBC Channel 4 Monday morning. So if you guys are sleepy from the night before.
Most of these people are going to be down there with us.
Yeah. How many of you guys are going to Nashville? Wow.
By the way, we're going to get a list going, a solid list, because we're up to so many people right now. We don't even know how many people are coming. So, but we want to know because we want to know. And that's
we want to hang out and make a night.
The Wild Horse Saloon party, right? Saturday night.
If you guys don't know about that, on Saturday night, the night before the awards show, we're all going to be meeting at the Wild Horse Saloon. So if we end up by now, from the 50 or so people that we have now, we end up with 100 or 200, I don't care. The Wild Horse is big enough to fit us all. So just keep that in mind, that's where the party's going to be on Saturday night, because everybody's either arriving Saturday night or they'll be there Friday or whatever. So.
And if you need a ride on the Jay-Z plane, just let us know. We got one going out of Harrisburg, Allentown area. Jess has got Allegiant Airlines booked, so she's good to go.
I called them.
The one flight has 25 of us on there.
Yeah, we're flying out of Harrisburg or Allentown, but seriously, reach out via Facebook. So we'd love if you guys would be a part of that. Good question, Mark. Where'd he go?
Right here.
Hello.
Yes. Some
Tracy.
of you guys, this will be new. You guys with the microphone this time.
This is awkward. Anyway, question for you: when you write your lyrics, is there a certain part you start with, or do you always start with the first verse?
No, there's no rhyme or reason to anything. Sometimes we start with a chorus. Like I would say the general gist of it is that we, for the most part, I say we're like 70-80% of the time, we do all the music first. We get a feel to the way the song is going to feel musically, and then Jess will either get an idea or she has a pile of lyrics like this. So sometimes,
some of them on napkins.
Sometimes we just sit there for
It'll look
an
cute.
hour as the music itself is playing. We sit there and we just go through her things, and then something will come. Oh, okay. Walk But and then it was like, okay, so we'll come up with a hook or something like that, and then it'll start to fall into place, and the rest of the song. So that's normally how it goes, but there is no rhyme or reason, right? It's just however it falls together, it falls together. Good question. Yeah.
Like Come On Home, that song kind of just like, I feel like fell out of the sky. Like it was like I just wanted, I was trying to put how I was feeling in that moment. I was struggling with a lot of depression, and I was just wanting to express, you know, the fact that I'm human and I don't want to make that decision, you know, to not live another day. That's when I feel like it's the Lord's decision to call me home.
And Jess had the lyrics to Come On Home already written down on a sheet, okay? And we sat down with it, and with me with an acoustic guitar. I think we wrote that song in 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah,
it was
just
done.
It was like
done, and it just felt right, and we just used it.
Yeah. And then we have other songs, like I think we can all attest to Wake Up. That was a thorn in our side. Even in Nashville, when we were in the studio, we're like sitting there, and there was some counting things, and it you know, not everyone works like that, but yeah, sometimes we get a little idea, like my phone is full of notes where I'm like, that sounds like a cool song, and then sometimes they never go anywhere. Like I think there'd be a cool song to write, like it's time to take the trash out, but like you're talking about your relationship being trash. You guys are gonna learn a whole lot about me. But we, you know, it never really came to anything, but I was like, that's kind of a cool hook, like it's time to take the trash out. So maybe it'll be a song someday, I don't know.
Hi, Jess.
Sorry, guys. Hi, Charles. How you doing?
Love you, Jess. Keep doing what you're doing. Joe, easy question. Does your daughter come and watch you perform a lot?
My daughter is a very busy young lady, but she does come out to hear us play. She's been in Nashville with us multiple times, and we did our records down there. And if you watch our videos on YouTube, the old me, Big White Truck, she produced those videos. So she went to school for digital media technology.
Yeah.
She has a company called Alex Digital Media. She did all the artwork and put together all our album covers, all 4 of them. So yeah, she's quite involved with the band. Although she doesn't come to all the gigs, she does come once in a while.
Question for Stefan. How's the chickens doing?
You can answer. These chickens are great.
No comment on the chickens. I've had the eggs and they're pretty good.
They are. I'm also selling eggs out left the side of our van when we're finished. If you guys need a dozen or 2, we got some eggs.
Where's Shenny?
I don't know. Is Greg here? Greg Shenny here? Oh.
Shenny had to go do other work things.
Oh, he's an important guy.
So, for those that know, can you explain the end of Trainwreck? The very last part of it?
He means the goat.
I know what he means. So, have you guys... The end of Trainwreck. What's happening at the end of Trainwreck? So, most of you guys have heard the very first song on the album, and I wondered how long it was going to be. I think Lauren is the first person to ever ask us what's happening and what's going on. So at the end of that song, when we did a work tape, which a work tape is just all the, different ideas we have when we go to Nashville, Joe had on there a screaming lady and this, barking dog. And I was like, what is happening? He's like, well, I feel like if it was a train wreck, all this commotion would be happening. But the lady's scream was horrible. It was not, I was like, we cannot put that on an album out of Nashville. And I don't know how it cultivated, but we were sitting in the studio and you did it.
Yeah, there was this little goat sitting, it was like a yelling, screaming goat in the window, and we just picked it up and put it up to the microphone, and everybody's like, we gotta put that on the record. So it was basically a little goat that was screaming in the studio, and we ended up putting that on the record, and that's what the screaming goat is at the end.
It is. It's the OG goat, and we paid thousands of dollars to put that on an album. That's That's a good question.
We didn't even take the goat home with us either.
No,
It stayed there.
I ordered a goat on Amazon though. I have a goat in a box, and I figured if that song ever blows up, we'll at least have a goat to say that we have the goat on there.
What's your favorite instrument?
Do you want us all to answer? We could start with Joe.
My favorite instrument is obviously the guitar. But,
That's it?
well, he only said one.
Okay.
I was going to go on and on.
My favorite instrument actually is the piano. I love the piano. Yes, I love the piano. What? Why do you say that? Singing? What's my favorite instrument? No, shh. That's a secret.
I can't tell you Jess's secret. There's a secret about her favorite instrument. My favorite instrument, I guess actually would be, I like the drums, but I always like to do air guitar. I love air guitar. That's my favorite instrument. So if you ever see me out at karaoke, I'm not singing, I'm doing air guitar.
I love the piano.
I think those are the first words Dan has said into the microphone. Way to go, buddy.
So that's what I sound like.
Yo.
The titles for your songs, do they just pop up in your head when you're going down the road? Or maybe when you get up in the morning, say, oh, I'm sorry. The titles for your songs, do they just pop up in your head when you're going down
You're talking
the
about
road?
the titles?
Or when you get a cup of
The
coffee?
titles usually come from the hook of the song somehow. You pull the
Which
words out of the hooks.
They might not know what a hook is. If you don't know what a hook is, it's the part of the song.
Chorus. The chorus that's
You
repeated.
remember.
That gives you, like if you were to say, for instance, Be the Light. If you would say, I'll play the Be the Light, everybody in this room that knows us knows what song that is, only because the chorus repeats and those words repeat in the song. Usually verses don't repeat. Verses in a song are written paragraphs, maybe rhyming, maybe not.
But sometimes we'll be doing a work tape and we'll kind of call it what we think it should be called. So if you're familiar with the song Straight Jacket that we have on Breathe, that, woo! Wow. That used to be called I'll Be Okay. And every time we would get ready to do it, we're like, oh, we need to play that Straight Jacket song. And I was like, that's what we need to call it. But at first we were like, I don't know if we want to do that, it's kind of abrasive. But that's what the song is about, feeling so confined. So yeah, like Joe said, it kind of comes from that. But that was one that stuck out to me, that was not the actual title of that. Stefan's getting his steps in, ladies and gentlemen. Getting his workout in.
Hey, Jess.
Nice hair color, I love it.
I know.
It's perfect.
Red hair don't care. Who is your go-to person when life gets hard? Who is the one person you don't even think about calling, you just call?
Ooh, I mean, I would go to say my husband 90% of the time, but I would say probably my dad. Yeah. Maybe my dad. And then my dog, but he don't answer the phone when I call.
Jess, can we get your dad to stand up?
That's Jess. Jim Zimmerman, ladies and gentlemen. He's representing the Mad Dog wardrobe.
I know we got some people up there on the top too, so I don't know if you want him to come up there, you guys can. We got Heather, who's got a birthday.
Happy birthday, Heather. Happy birthday.
We got Craig, we got a whole bunch of people up there.
Do we know when the next video is coming out?
Honestly, no, we don't. Tracy, we're playing so much right now that for us, We like to practice once a week too, and that has even been hard for us to even get together and practice. And we like to give you guys new songs once in a while too. So, like we talk all the time about it. Sometimes we feel we fall short on that a little bit because we play so much that it's just hard. And I mean, we're all doing other stuff too. We're all working
We
other
have
jobs
jobs that pay
and
the
things.
bills
So
aside.
it's tough. Although, if there was ever a chance where, let's say, one of our songs took off and it paid us very well, where we could lay off some of the other stuff we could do, we would have more of those kind of things. We would have more time. Doing a video takes a really long time. I mean, I think that if you look at the old me video, that took probably about 3 days of planning between Jess and Alex, myself, and whoever was involved with that. Then it takes who's going to be involved as far as the filming goes, what kind of equipment do you need to do it, and then a whole day of filming. We started, I think, 8 o'clock in the morning. We didn't get out of there until like 9 o'clock that night. And then we sat down for 5 or 6 days editing. So when you look at that kind of time put into a video, and that's not even, we're not a major production company. I can only imagine what other people go through, but again, they have more people to do it. We're trying to do this all on our own. We're all self-produced. We're independent artists, so for us, it's a lot harder to represent ourselves sometimes. So, yeah, we get that, but we think about it and talk about it all the time. So there's something going to be coming.
Yeah, we do have something in the works. It's just not nailed down yet. So
I was wondering, of all your great songs, which one is your favorite and why?
oh, I think we should start with Dan. Come on, everybody, start with Dan. I think we should start with Dan.
These songs are all new
I
today.
thought I was getting away with it. I think my favorite song is called Covers. Yeah, to me that's fantastic.
Is that all? That's all you got, Dan?
Shivers. I think actually one of my favorite, well, I have a couple favorites, but Counting Bottles is one of my new favorites. I love Counting Bottles. And I like Straight Jacket too, that's one of my favorites.
Oh, definitely. I think that's hard. I think we actually, Stefan and I did this in the car the other day. We went through all 4 albums and I tried to pick out my favorites. And as each album went along, my list kept getting longer of my favorites. But I think out of the last album, Be the Light is one of my favorite songs, and Come On Home. So yeah, those two. And then I can just keep going. All of them.
Yeah, like Jess said, you know, as we progress and as we bring new records together, your favorite is always going to change, of course, because there's new songs. So that's really hard to say. But being a faith-based band and trying to portray that and trying to make a good image and not be the normal rock and roll band that you would normally see, or have that kind of perspective from other people, the way they're looking at you. We tend to, you know, we always pray before we start. We pray before we leave. We always look upstairs here for our drive, our stamina, all these type of things. And we want people to see God through us somehow. We don't care how they do it. That's what's important to us. It's not only entertaining and getting these songs across, having a positive message in a lot of the songs, seeing the hurt of people in songs. I'm sure there's a lot of people in here that can relate to a lot of the songs we do. It might hit them a certain way. I've talked to people that, oh, this song does this for me, this song does this for me. So, you know, if I were to look at that and say, you know, we're moving towards, we're not really moving towards being a Christian band by any stretch, but people already know that we're Christians. So that's a really good feeling for us, and I think they can see that. So if I were to say my favorite song right now, it's going to be the Light because of that.
Hi, Jess. I just wondered who your favorite artist is. Like, who inspires you?
Oh, that's really difficult. I'd have to probably pick a couple different people in different genres. I really admire Carrie Underwood when it comes to country music. I think vocally, I think business-wise, what I know of her, I don't know her personally. I guess at this point in our career we don't, but just who she is and who she stands for and what she stands for. She's a family-driven person. She's married. She's doing all the things. And just vocally, she's a powerhouse. And then in rock music, I really like Lizzie Hale from Hailstorm. Yeah. Woo! And then you go into things like I like Adele and her soulfulness. And then you know, I could go on and on, but those would probably be my top three in like those little different genres that I had to pick from. Good question.
Hi, Jess. Hey. What is your favorite cover song to sing? And as a band, what's your favorite cover song to play?
Led Zeppelin. I've come to love that when they presented about doing it. I was like, I don't know, but I will say that that's something.
Don't you think that Jess's version of our Led Zeppelin medley is awesome though?
Thank you. Thank you. What your favorite? You guys good?
Cover song?
I know, it's hard. We play a lot of cover songs. That's a good question.
I'm not going to answer that question because I've been playing cover songs since I was in 7th or 8th grade.
He has quite a few to pick from.
I am at the point now where tonight is like one of the best shows ever because we're not playing any cover songs. So I'm just going to leave that right there because I'm just, plenty of cover songs I like. I like the Led Zeppelin thing. You know, we started doing the Guns N' Roses thing. It's great. I like all the cover songs that we do have a lot of energy. And I'm a rock guy, so that's pretty much where I'm at. But I'm an original. I like the creativeness. So.
Me? Let's see. More or less, I've been listening to a lot of pop music.
He's our pop guy.
So, my one daughter just, I got to go to Taylor Swift. I got to go to Miley Cyrus. I got to go to all those shows. It's like every year they pick a concert and I got to go with them. So it's like I'm in pop heaven every year. The Weekend or whatever, and just you name it, that's where I am. So
speaking of pop, 2 weeks ago, Mad Dog became a grandpop for the first time.
Woo!
So yes, now I am the pop of pop.
You're gonna get a whole new T-shirt line out of that.
Exactly.
I like Rush. I'm a Rush and Yes guy. Anything real hard and heavy, that's what I like.
All right, well, I think, is that everybody? I think we got, we got some more. We got, I think a couple more. Is it for Beth?
I look at your schedule and you're here, there, and everywhere. Do you ever get any downtime?
What's downtime?
When our eyes are closed.
What does that mean?
Yeah, no, we were just talking about that. We do get a little bit a downtime, but at the same time, especially in this industry and how we're rocking and rolling with our original songs, it's really important for us to stay as busy as we can and be able to play as many shows and be available to as many people as we can so they can hear our music. So I guess it's like kind of like get it while it's hot kind of thing. So as long as we're healthy and the Lord has blessed us with good health, we're gonna just keep playing.
Yeah, and the other thing is too that we want you guys to know we really appreciate all of you that support us consistently. I mean, there's not many bands out there that people will consistently come night after night to see us. We love you guys for that. So just know that we talk about that all the time. So you guys are special.
Yeah, seriously.
Your trip to Nashville. Everybody get on the bus.
This is for Beth. Beth's right here, right there. Yep, right there. This is for Jess. What male artist would you like to do a duet with, and why?
Oh, a double question.
Yeah, and why? I don't
Stephen
know.
Mark Piano.
Stephen Mark Piano.
Hashtag sponsored.
I don't know if I've ever thought about that. So, this may be
He better
strange.
be ugly.
He better be ugly. I don't know, babe. So we just played a festival in Wildwood, New Jersey, and the headliner was Kid Rock. And I enjoy Kid Rock. I know some of his music is a little vulgar, so if you don't listen to it if you're children. But I always thought that his duet with Sheryl Crow was one of the coolest duets out there. Picture. And I was like, yo, how cool would it be someday to do a duet with Kid Rock? So not that he's like vocally like any vocal god or anything, but he just, he was just out there being who he was and what he stands for and leaving it out on stage. So I'd have to say right now, if I had to pick somebody in the past year, it would probably be Kid Rock. Yeah, it might change, but it would probably be Kid Rock. You want to hear us sing Cowboy now? Is that what you just said?
So for each of you, what is your favorite pizza topping and pineapple on pizza? Yes or no?
Favorite pizza topping and do you like pineapple on pizza? Yes or no?
Well, pizza is one of my favorite foods. And
He had it for dinner tonight.
I just
by the
had
way.
one an hour ago from here, which was the staff. It was delicious. Just cheese for me. Not even extra cheese, but my favorite pizza is Table Nose. It's Grotto's. If I can get it, that's what I like. I don't know if you guys know that Delaware pizza, but it's good stuff.
Unfortunately, not unfortunately, I shouldn't say that, I'm gluten-free, so a lot of pizzas have changed for me, but I love tomato, mozzarella, basil, and chicken on a pizza, and I'm all about the pineapple and ham on pizza. So yeah, I think it's great, but I also could be weird, I don't know.
Barbecue chicken pizza for me. That's it.
Pepperoni.
The solid. Well, what do you got?
You can hang out with Dan then.
Yeah, you can hang out with Dan with the pepperoni. Well, what do you guys say we sing happy birthday to Heather and we get back with the show?
Let's do it.
Yeah? She's in the bathroom?
Oh, man.
Come on, how did we manage that? There she is. All right, on the count of three, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Heather. Happy birthday to you.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you guys. So we're going to segue out of our Q&A here with something a little different too for the